Sorry. Can you see me now?
Yes, I can.
I can hear you too. Excellent.
Okay.
And you're going to share your screen, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I can hear you too. Excellent.
Okay.
I can hear some echo. And you're going to share your screen, correct?
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Here we are. It is Wednesday, March 27th, and we are coming to you live from the comfort of our homes. Welcome to Travel Talk, Calgary. This was for you tonight. We were going to be in person, but plans have changed. And so, if you have never attended a travel talk before, I want to introduce us. We're the Travel Chicks. And we really, our main mission is to bring single and solo travelers together to take these epic trips with. We have heard time and time again that so many people are frustrated when it comes to travel because their friends say they're going to go and then they back out when you have to put the deposit down or you have to put the money down. And so, we pride ourselves on being able to create this platform for people. Perhaps it's just like yourself that want to take trips, but you have nobody to go with. So, in saying that, that's who we are, and that's what we are about. What's on the horizon? What's the news? What's the exciting trips that are coming up? I'm going to ask you to stay tuned. And if you have any questions, type them in the comments. And if we don't, for some reason, see your question while we're here live on the YouTube Zoom tonight, we'll answer them, or I'll go through and answer them personally once the presentation is finished. But today, I'm excited to share with you our lovely guest from Vancouver, Mavis, who is from Princess Cruises and has a lot of really cool stuff to share about Princess Cruises. And I have included some clips from a Princess cruise that we took to Alaska just in September. So it was only a few short months ago. And we
Wow.
had an incredible time. And I do got to share that I haven't cruised in a long time. And since taking the Princess cruise that we did in September, it really shifted my mindset on what's available on these cruise ships, the itineraries that they provide, the service, the people, the quality of service, and just the overall experience of a cruise. I think it is such a good bang for your buck, especially when you have a low, 7 days to go on a vacation. So, in saying that, I welcome Mavis. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Melissa. Thanks for your invitation. I'm so glad to be here today to talk about Princess Cruises. And personally, I'm a single traveler as well. So I hear you. So I love travel news and but I love to travel with somebody else as well. But I prefer my single room.
Yeah. So, should we play this little video clip here?
Yes, please. Thank you,
Okay.
Melissa. Okay, for instance, we're all about love. I believe a lot of people still remember the Love Boat story. I was not even born at that time. I'm so happy today to talk about the Love Boat. Princess Cruises. Next slide, please, Melissa. Princess Cruises, we go to 330 destinations in the whole world, over 100 countries, 17 ships. Probably you have something in your mind you want to go, we have a ship to take you there, and we are the destination leader. Next slide, please. In Americas, because it's so close to us, probably maybe just a short flight, we can take you to many, many destinations. And I do have 3 highlights today. First of all, Hawaiian Islands. That's one of my most favorite itineraries. And I do have a sailing on September the 10th this year. This is a round trip sailing, 16 days from Vancouver to go to Hawaiian Islands to do 4 different islands. You don't need to take any long flight. You just need a short flight from Calgary to Vancouver, return, and then you can visit Hawaii. And my second favorite destination on this screen is Panama Canal. We do have some long sailing, 15 days, but my favorite one is a 12-day Panama Canal, partial Panama Canal plus Costa Rica plus Caribbean, also plus Colombia. If you want to more, I'll get to more details. Please check with Melissa. And my last favorite here is the Caribbean. Melissa, next slide, please. We're going to touch more about the Caribbean on the next 2 slides. Here we have 2 new home ports in North America. The first one is Boston, this new port is in 2024. And the second new port is Port Canaveral. And next slide, please. And the home port Boston, of course, this is where you're going to get on board for the Canada New England. We have many sailings during the summertime and also the fall time, sailing starting from July until October. If you would like to take a cruise and also stop in Quebec City or maybe Halifax to enjoy some of the yellow colors in the fall, definitely we are the one you should choose. And Boston is one of the great places to visit, as you know. And don't forget, we have so many choices available. We have 7-night sailings available. We have 10-night sailings available and 11-night sailings available. Just give you a little bit guideline. A 10-night sailing in the Canada New England in October only costs you less than 900 Canadian dollars. Next slide, please, Melissa.
That's so cheap.
I know. I give a lot of great deals right here. Port Canaveral. This is a new port in 2024. Of course, I want to talk about Caribbean. And the Caribbean sailings in the wintertime, I mean December, I mean January, I mean February. We have some great prices as well. In early December, we have 6-night sailing. We have 8-night sailings. It's less than 100 Canadian dollars per night. And we have so many choices. And why I love Canaveral as my departure port for Caribbean sailings, because I'm a little bit greedy. I want to do more. Other than a cruise, I want to go to Port Canaveral to do Disney, Universal Studios, or even John Kennedy Space Center together with my Caribbean cruise. I was in a John Kennedy Space Center before, but I was not very happy, even though everything was so fun, a lot of things to do. But I regret it because there was a chance for me to see the rocket launch that I didn't realize that. So make sure if you go there, other than the cruise, other than the Disney, other than the Universal Studio, check it out on the website on the John Kennedy Space Center to see whether they have any rocket launch and combine everything together in 2 weeks. Probably, I'm pretty sure you will be very happy about your trip in Caribbean. Melissa, next slide, please. For Europe, 2 highlights today. And the first highlight is a combination of Iceland and also British Isles. I still have a sailing in July 12th with very, very great pricing, touching 4 different ports in Iceland and also British Isles. That's including England, Scotland, and also Ireland. I think this is a great trip to bring your children together, the whole family together, to know history and also nature. Mediterranean, I have to tell you, this is in 2024, we have a new ship in Mediterranean, and the ship is called Sun Princess. And I'm going to show you more pictures in a bit. Melissa, next slide, please. Rest of the world. Wow, what I'm going to talk about is South America. First of all, we do have a lot of sailings in South America in our winter time from October to March. And we have 4 different sailings. They are all cruises. However, if you want to do Machu Picchu, and also Iguazu Falls. These are the great places. Maybe better do it by land, but we do have an option for you. We do have cruise tour. The cruise tour is to combine the cruise and also the land part to take you to Machu Picchu in Iguazu Forest. We have so many choices for you to choose from. And another thing is, on your top right corner, that's Asia and Japan. We do have year-round sailings in Japan soon in 2025 and early 2026. And those are the new sailings will be ready to be online tomorrow, March 28th. If you would want to book something for 2025 and 2026 for Asia, we do have that available for you tomorrow. And the good thing is, for these Asia and Japan sailings, there's so many choices. The choices could be from 9 nights to 28 nights. And one of the cruises I really like that is a combination of Singapore, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Thailand, Malaysia, and also Vietnam in one trip. I think this is something you may not want to miss, right? And your right-hand corner at the bottom, I have Australia and New Zealand. In 2025 and 2024 and 2025 winter, I do have some great pricing. I'm not sure why, but this is very amazing price. Please listen to me. I need to speak it very slowly. A 14-night New Zealand in 2025 could be as low as $950 only. And this is for inside cabin. If you want to upgrade to balcony cabin, it's just a few $100s more. So I think this is a great opportunity if you want to stay in a balcony cabin at a much lower price in New Zealand. And next slide, please, Melissa. Okay, let's talk about Alaska. Alaska is our #1 destination with Princess Cruises. You can see the slide with #1 cruise line in Alaska. We take more guests than any other cruise line to Alaska. Next slide, please. And Alaska is the most popular destination for Canadians. And why Princess Cruises remain the leader in Alaska? Because we have so many things happening at the same time. From your left-hand side, we do have North to Alaska immersive programs on board. This is award-winning programs. The highlight for the North to Alaska programs is we bring the local stuff, local food, local people, local things on the ship. So make you feel Alaska on the ship, even though you're not leaving the ship. And the second picture here is we have cruise tour in Alaska. Alaska cruise tour, we have more than 100 choices for you to choose from. Oh, I think that's too many because too many sometimes is a problem. And the third picture is even just Alaska, we have 7 ships. In 2024, we have 7 nights, we have 10 nights, we have 11 nights, we have 14 nights. Oh my God, that's too many choices on your right-hand side. The right-hand side, we have a new cruise tour in Alaska that's called Katmai Cruise Tour. The feature of these is when you arrive in Anchorage, we'll fly you by a flow plane to Katmai National Park and go to walk along the bridge to reach a waterfall to see these brown bears to catch salmon. So if you're a wildlife lover or photographer, this is a must. You must do in 2024 because we're not sure whether the same thing is available in 2025. Next slide, please, Melissa. And why Alaska? Why people choose Alaska? #1 is glaciers. Of course, mountain, Denali National Park, and also wildlife. And next slide, please, Melissa. And when we are talking about wildlife, there's some, everybody knows there's a big 5 in Africa. And Denali National Park, we do have big 5 as well. And they are brown bears, the moose, caribou, wolves, and dowship. To be honest with you, I was in the Denali National Park. This is absolutely true. The chances for you to see the animals is more than the chances you see the human beings because the park is so big. It's not busy. It's not busy as Rocky Mountain. It's not that close to Calgary. So if you like the nature, if you enjoy a natural environment with less human beings, Alaska Denali National Park absolutely should be your choice. Melissa, next slide, please. Princess Cruises, we have more than 50 years sailing in Alaska. And as I've told you, we have immersive Alaska onboard experiences when we have so many different cruises choices and in-depth cruise tours. And next slide, please, Melissa. And let's talk about some of the very interesting North to Alaska excursion. This is one of the excursion we can take you to see people to catch the king crab. So in the last few weeks, we have really good king crab in Vancouver. I'm not sure you have experienced that, but that's very, very delicious. If I got another chance to go to Alaska, this is a must do. And next slide, please, Melissa. Okay, if you like fishing, our cruises, okay, absolutely should be your choice. We have so many different excursions to take you to do fishing at different ports. We have half day, we have few hours or full day fishing excursions available, and many of the excursions fit family, so you can take your children to do fishing for you. And next slide, please, Melissa. When you're doing the fishing, what happened? What happened here? Because sometimes you're just too lucky to catch some big fish. Are you planning to hide your fish in your cabin? Okay, that's not recommended. But we can do something for you. We do have a program that's called Cook Your Catch program. Catch a fish and we can bring it back to the ship and cook that for you at lunchtime and also dinner time. So we're going to charge you a little bit, just a little bit, because our chef cooks too well. So this is a great opportunity to enjoy your winning items with your friends and family. Melissa, next slide, please. Okay, and the North Alaska highlight up for me and most of the people is they got a chance to see little puppies on the ship. This is one of the North Alaska immersive programs. We bring the local puppies to the ship, and where you're going to meet them will be at the piazza. Piazza, that's the plaza at the center of the ship where we put the puppies there. You can go there to hug them, to communicate with them, to sing with them. Just enjoy a little moment with the little puppies. And next slide, please, Melissa, because you can do some of the I find that a lot of people, a lot of families, they really like to be sailing on Princess Cruises to Alaska because of the puppies, because the families, the little kids, they really like to see the puppies on board. And I told you there's so many different choices to Alaska on Princess. There are three big categories to see Alaska on Princess Cruises. Number one, on your left-hand side, that's a round-trip cruises to Alaska. Round trip, Vancouver, 7 night, easy. You don't need to take the flight from Vancouver. So 3 ports and 1 glacier viewing. And the second choice on the Princess Cruises is called the Voyage of the Glaciers. And all the Voyage of the Glaciers to Alaska is just one-way cruise. These are 7-night cruises from Vancouver to Anchorage, 7 night, or the other way around, from Anchorage to Vancouver, also 7 night. And why many people also still choosing the Voyage of Glaciers? There's several reasons. First reason, because it's not round trip. They're heading north, further north 500 miles to see more of Alaska. And the second reason is because all these 7-night one-way cruises, you're going to view 2 glaciers. So that means additional one on top of the Glacier Bay, for example. And the third reason people still choose Voyage of Glaciers, these kind of one-way cruises, because of the price. The prices is so much cheaper than a round trip Vancouver. And right here, I want to tell you one special just came out today for the Voyage of Glaciers one-way cruises. Well, for example, Vancouver to Anchorage. The lowest price I just checked today is only $404 plus taxes for the May departures. If you're okay
That
for the last,
is insane.
I know. And if you're feeling like you can do last minute, or you do have a lot of vacation days, you do have a choice to do round trip. So that means 7-night cruise time too. That means 14 nights is less than 800 Canadian dollars plus taxes. So please check with Melissa if you have any questions about these cruises. It's still available today. Who knows about tomorrow? And the third choice to go to Alaska is cruise tour. Cruise tour is a combination of cruise, rail, and land. Let's go to the next slide, Melissa. Okay, this is Alaska Cruise Tour. Why people do Alaska Cruise Tour? Because they want to see even more inland of Alaska. So this is a combination of the cruise 7-night one-way cruise to Anchorage from Vancouver, plus the train. The train will take you go another 500 miles into the deep land of Alaska. So you're expecting to see more, especially the Denali National Park. And on your far right, this is a lodge. Once you're inland, what are you going to stay in? Hostel? No. We have princess-owned lodges available. So on the land, you will be staying at our own princess lodges. Okay, let's go to the next slide, Melissa. So I just talk about we do have a train available from Anchorage, that's the cruise terminal, to take you to Denali National Park, and we call this train as the direct to the Wilderness Princess Rail service. And look at the picture on just at the middle, you can see that this so close. You can even see the ocean. That's a great train experience. You can enjoy great scenery along the way. And on your left-hand side, this train is a double-decker. And on your right-hand side, the double deck, the top deck is a glass dome train. So you enjoy your scenery without any obstacles. And down below the lower deck, we have our little restaurants, we have 2 bathrooms, and also an open air deck. You can just step outside to enjoy the greater scenery without the glass. You can enjoy some fresh air. So this is a great place for families and friends to gather together. And the next slide, please, Melissa. I told you on the land portion, you're going to stay at our Princess Lodges. We have 5 different lodges available. And on the left-hand side, the far left corner, the top is Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge. All our land tour in Alaska will visit Denali National Park, and all the guests will stay at this hotel, this lodge. And this hotel is the largest in Alaska. We have 660 rooms at the Denali Princess Wilderness Lodge. And the other 4, are you going to stay there? That really depends on which tour you are choosing. If you still remember, I told you we have more than 100 cruise tours available. So where you're staying, where you're going, how long, it really depends on your decision. Melissa, may I have your next slide, please? And there are 4 types of cruise tour. The first one, Denali Explorer, include train, include the hotel, include a tour. And the second one, on your own, just include a train and also the hotel, no tour. Off the beaten path tour will take you to some more remote areas. So you're going to stay at some remote lodges. And why you're choosing off the beaten path? Because you may want to do some fishing and also remote hiking. This tour will be your top choice. And Connoisseur is something that is more all-inclusive. We have a tour directly. Tour director will take you from the beginning to the end to take care of you. And next slide, please. And there are some tips of the cruise tours. And okay, let's see. The first one is how much time you have, because the cruise tour, we do have a lot of choices, and the length could be from 10 nights to 17 nights. So that really depends on how many vacation days you have. Do you want to do it before the cruise or after the cruise? In 2024, we have 7 ships doing Alaska and 3 ships we are doing Alaska cruise tour. Which ships you prefer? And are you interested in going to our more remote lodges? Then you need to choose the right tour that you like. And the last one I want to highlight, choose a balcony. And when you're doing a cruise tour, I want to emphasize you need to choose a balcony cabin on the ship. Why? Because on all the cruises doing the Alaska cruise tour, you have 2 glacier viewings on the ships. Of course, you can enjoy the glacier viewing on a deck with somebody else. You fight for the space. But you do have a choice to choose a balcony cabin. You stay in your balcony and enjoy your glacier in your own cabin. Next slide, please, Melissa. Okay, here, this little slide telling you what's the best time to go for Alaska. You'll see the little star, those are the best season to go. For example, if you want to see the bears, the best time, May, June, because they just come out to find food. Even September, you can see bears as well, because they're getting ready to go back to sleep. And if you want to see some fall colors at Denali National Park, September is the best time. And the best price is May and also September for the Alaska cruises and also Alaska cruise tour. As if you still remember, I told you $404 plus taxes to go to Alaska. That is in May. And one last thing I really want to mention, if you want to see the Northern Lights, the best time is September. If you go to Fairbanks, that's further north in Alaska, we do have Alaska cruise tour available to Fairbanks. Go to Fairbanks in September and enjoy the cruise, enjoy the land tour, and also, by the way, you can enjoy the Northern Lights if you're lucky. Next slide, please. Okay, when you're going on a Princess Cruises, just a cruise only, or maybe like you want to do a cruise tour, but just want to give you a heads up. For the cruises, your standard fare will include your accommodation, your entertainment, and all your 3 meals a day. On the land tour, the meals is not included. I mean, the Alaska cruise tour. Once again, the meals on Alaska land tour, meals not included. And I'm here. I want to introduce you a bundle that's called Princess Plus. Next slide, please. Our standard fare includes accommodations, your meals, and entertainment, but the something that you have been using nowadays at home is not included, such as Wi-Fi and also your favorite drinks. But we do have an option here. We do have a bundle that's called Princess Plus. This is option 1. Option 1 here is 60 USD per person per day, and you will be getting all these items on the screen. And the 3 top items are the items people most want. Let's start from the right-hand side. That's the gratuities for the inside cabin, balcony cabins, and ocean view cabin is 16 USD per person per day. And the Wi-Fi is $25 per device per day. And if you're paying $60 per day minus 16 USD for gratuities and 25 USD for the Wi-Fi, the difference is only $19. And on $19, that's the price already included. You can get your beverage package for any drinks as long as that is lower than 15 USD. And the price you're paying, $60, already include your 18% gratuities for your drinks. Can you imagine? So $60 per person per day, you can get all these 3 items, and you can get the 15 alcohol drinks per day, and also unlimited juices, unlimited coffee, unlimited bottled water, unlimited the wine, the other drinks, like just in a day. So this is a very, very good deal. On top of these 3 items, the below are the smaller items also included, and they're casual dining, 2 premium dessert per day, unlimited juice bar, 2 fitness classes, and also room service delivery. And this is $60 per person per day. And this is option 1. Let's go to the next slide to see option 2. If you would like to get more items, to get more value, that would be the Princess Premier. Melissa, can you go back to the last slide? And this is option 2 in terms of the bundle. This is called the Princess Premier. $80 per day per guest. You're also getting gratuities, Wi-Fi for 4 devices. If you're a business person, you want Wi-Fi for phone, for iPad, for your laptop, this is the perfect one. And you can get a drink package as long as the drink is under 20 USD. And once again, the gratuities for your drink is all included in the bundle price. And the below are all the items also included under the $80 per day per guest, including unlimited casual dining, unlimited fitness classes. You eat too much, so it's time to keep fit. 2 specialty dining, premium dessert, ocean delivery, prizes, unlimited juice bar, and also we serve sitting at the theater. You just treat yourself like VIP. And the last thing I want to highlight for the Princess Premier is the photo package. If you're doing your cruise with a family, you want to celebrate, you want to make this trip unforgettable, I highly recommend you to do Princess Premier, $80 per day, because you get a photo package. You can get all the digital prints and 3 actual prints for you to remember your cruise. And next slide, please, Melissa. No longer, okay? Right now, no longer you don't need your hotel card, your room card to access your room anymore, because for Princess Cruises, we're the first cruise line and the only cruise line right now. We have a little medallion. We'll give you a lanyard and you can put it on your neck. And once you get close to your guest room, the room door will be automatically unlocked. And you can use it with your Princess Cruises app. You can do a lot of things with them all together. For example, you can find your location, you can book your dining, you can purchase souvenirs, you can find your location of your family members. All these are under the medallion and also the Princess Cruises app. Can you go to the next slide, Melissa? This is this slide was showing some of the page on the app on your phone. This is something that we can order. We order, and then you can see the summary on
Yeah,
on
and
your phone app.
I put this little picture in because I traveled on Princess to
Mhm.
Alaska and the app was so easy to use. My daughter would go on it and she would order like what you see, cheese quesadilla, peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And it's free because we got the Premier Plus
Wow,
package.
that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's excellent because even though myself I'm not a drinker, I'm not an alcohol drinker, but I every single day I want a pop, I want ice cream. Not I don't mean the soft ice cream. I mean the more expensive gelato with the drinks together, and also I want 2 bottles of water per day. So basically, the prices of all these items I want is already over 19 USD. So Princess Plus is always a top choice for our clients on Princess Cruises. Next slide, please, Melissa. And I talk about this new ship in the Mediterranean in 2024, Sun Princess. Sun Princess just joined us last month. And after the Mediterranean season in 2024, October, Sun Princess will go to Caribbean. And the prices is still very, very good if you want to enjoy Caribbean on a new ship. So keep this in mind. Sun Princess is in Caribbean in the coming winter season. And let's go to the next slide. And Sun Princess, there's a lot of highlights, several things, and we have a big dome on the top deck on the Sun Princess, and that's a great destination. You can enjoy some of the entertainment, and also that's where you can swim from the inside to the outside. And plus, on the slide, you can see the infinity pool, the 360-degree theater, and the piazza. If you still remember, I talked about on Alaska cruises, we bring puppies to the piazza. This is just same piazza, but not the same because this piazza on the Sun Princess is much bigger, wider, and also there's a lot more sunlight from the outside. Also, this picture is not the best picture because on your left-hand side, you can see a little ocean water in blue. Basically, this is an LCD screen, so we can do showing a lot of things on the screen. So we'll make the whole venue is more energetic. And I think this is a great ship. It's a must try in this year and also in 2025. Why I mentioned 2025? Can we go to this next slide, Melissa? Okay, the Star Princess, because Sun Princess and the Star Princess, they are all sisters. They are same design, and the Star Princess is coming up in 2025. Well, okay, the same. First of all, she will do Mediterranean because the ship is coming from Europe. And then in the winter time, 2025 winter and 2026 spring, Star Princess will be doing Caribbean. So if you want to do another new ship to Caribbean, I think Sun Princess, Star Princess must be your first and a second choice. If you want to book right now, is ready to book. Next slide, please, Melissa. I know you're ready to book a lot of some sailings today. You're ready to go on vacation. What's the promotion today? Oh, wow. I do have a promotion valid until May 31st, up to 35% off. Plus, there's a lot of sailings still available for the third and the fourth gas free. So I would say, like for example, Caribbean, if you're looking for Christmas and New Year, third 4% free may not be available, but if you're looking for early December or mid-December, you may be still able to find some of the good prices from there. And so just check with Melissa for all the any questions about sailing and also the prices. And next slide, please, Melissa. And I love this, and thank you so much. And for the time, everybody's, and thanks, Melissa, to introduce and give me a time to talk about Princess Cruises. Do you have any questions, Melissa?
Yes, I did have. So I'm going to go back.
Don't forget we have Asian, like 2025, 2026 Asian sailings open to sail to be public tomorrow. So if you're interested in Asian sailings, check it out tomorrow. Don't be delayed, no delay.
Yeah, so a question someone typed was what date is that 404 and eight or 900 something for in May for Alaska?
Okay, so I do have some information here. Just give me 1 second. Okay. I do have one day here. It's May 18, 2024.
Okay.
Sapphire Princess. That's a 404.
Perfect.
As of today, because Melissa, today's like I got the price for 04, but who knows about tomorrow? So, but that's like if you find the same deal, so put your name down, and then you can pay a deposit maybe one day later. So you still have a little bit of time to think about it, but put your name down first.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. And another question I had was, does Princess Cruises offer solo cruising pricing?
Yes, that's available. So we do have a list internally. So this lists out all the sailings if the single pricing is available. So definitely that's also available for the travel agents like you as well.
Okay. And as well as the consumer, right?
As far as I know, I don't see that available on a consumer site. Yeah, so I think if you have any, like, for example, consumers would like to know more about the details, they need to check with a travel agent like you.
Okay. So I mean, one of like our competitors call it in the cruise industry, like
Okay.
they have solo cruising pricing for consumers, and they also have like a solo uh cruising lounge specifically for those users
Mm.
that book that. So Princess, just to be clear, Princess doesn't offer something like that.
First of all, we do have solo rates, and starting from Sun Princess, we do have solo cabins. Sun Princess, we do have 4 solo cabins. But
Okay.
we don't have a launch for the solo travelers like gathering together.
Okay. Okay. And in saying that, one thing I did really love when we were
Mm-hmm.
on the Princess Cruise in Alaska in September is that every day the room service attendant would hand
Mm-hmm.
us itinerary for the day, and you can also check it on your app. And what I really thought was cool was that they had solo traveler meetups, just like what we're doing here live in person in Calgary and Edmonton. But they would have it on the itinerary that's sent out daily saying, hey,
Mm-hmm.
solo cruisers meet at, whatever pub at 5 p.m. today. And so you could
Mm-hmm.
actually, if you're a solo cruiser, so you're on the
Mm-hmm.
trip by yourself, you could actually go meet other people who are in the
Mm-hmm.
same boat as you.
And also, based on your asked question, maybe I just want to modify a little bit. So, if you have someone or somebody want to check out the solo prices, basically when they check the sailing, just put one person, and they will get the solo pricing. However, we do have a list telling us, like for example, myself, which sailing has a special for solo travelers. So basically, I would say every sailing, single travelers can participate. But if you're looking for some special deal for solo travelers, that would be like a different list. Yeah. So is that something is making sense?
Yep. Yep.
Because some sailings, to be very honest with you, maybe some sailings are more popular than other sailings. For non-popular sailings, maybe we offer some special rate for the single travelers. Try to push it like to move faster. So
Hmm.
basically, all sailings, single travelers just welcome, but we do have some sailings that have more special prices for single travelers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And finally, another question that I wrote here. What is what are you noticing at Princess that is selling really well right now?
So the number one absolutely is Sun Princess because the first few months is already sold out. Like popular, I believe it's until April. All the sailings sold out. But in
Mhm.
terms of destinations, number one is Alaska still. So I told you we
Okay.
have 7 ships. 7 ships in Alaska, probably okay. There's a lot of demand, so that's we have 7 ships, and also the second popular destination is Caribbean. We
Okay.
have ships starting from Port Lauderdale. Galveston, that's close to Houston, and also the new one is Port Canaveral. So number one Alaska, second Caribbean, and a third one is the Mediterranean.
Awesome. Okay. And then finally, because we're coming into summer,
Mm-hmm.
Europe is a hot spot for many
Yes.
Canadians to go to.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so, is there one cruise that you would recommend? I mean, obviously, everybody's flavor is different for what they're looking
Yes.
for, but what is one European princess cruise that kind of stands out to you
Mm.
that we could, you know, promote and share with our clients that might be a good taste of the European flavor?
Wow. Okay. I would choose the one I mentioned earlier. That would be the July 12th to Iceland and also the British Isles, starting from London. A few things, a few reasons, because it's starting from London. So go Vancouver, for me, Vancouver to London, one direct flight, easy, very convenient. And there's a lot of things to do in London. And myself, I really enjoy natural scenery, Iceland. I have been there 2 times, and I went there last year for camping for 3 weeks. So after that trip, to be honest, I want to go back again. And that sailing will include a stop in Ireland, Scotland, in England. So it's a great combination together to some great destinations. And I understand a lot of people go to Iceland to see Northern Lights, but they can see Northern Lights in Fairbanks, Northern Lights in Norway. But the natural sceneries, the waterfalls are quite exclusive to Iceland, especially the ones in the northern part. You can only go there in the summer. So it's not something you should go in October because it's so windy in Iceland. So it's a very, very short season to go to Iceland, to the northern part, to see waterfalls. So that's my number one recommendation, to see Europe in 2024.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Thank you for
great.
your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing all the information you have. You don't, I'm just letting you know you don't need to stay on for the rest of my little chit chat. I have obviously your contact details, any other
Yes.
questions that we have, or possibly groups that we are going to put together for some cruises.
Okay.
We'll get going. And then if I
Thank
have any other
you.
questions, I'll reach out to you. And I thank you, Mavis, for
Thank you so much,
spending time.
Melissa, for invitations again. Thank you for your time.
Hmm. Thank you. Okay,
Thank
I'm
you.
going
Great to
to.
see everyone. Thank you.
Okay. So where is my. All right. So let's continue on here. Oh boy. Hmm. So the computer is like thinking right now. It might feel like it's overloaded. Give me 1 second, guys. Not sure what's going on here. Hmm. This is bizarre. Might have to quit and then come back in. Okay, let's try this again. I just force quit this, share. Okay. So I had to share a few of our photos from our Alaska cruise. This is my daughter as we are just about to take off. It's her very first cruise. And one of our travel chicks, Geraldine, the travel chick, and I, just basking in the beauty of the sun hitting our face and the incredibly large cruise ship. Like cruise ships are crazy how big they actually are. Here is one of the little well, they're not actually that little uh sea lions that were in one of the ports. They were so cute. They found this little area that they would just get up on the dock and we could view them. And so, as you can see the river in the background, that's what they would hop up from. It was really neat seeing them so up close and personal. And I got to tell you, on board the ship, you will never get bored. There is so many different activities, opportunities, shows, games. It's endless. Like you actually don't even need to leave the ship to get off on port because there's so much to do. Like this live entertainment. And it was so cool to just sit and chill and listen to this live musician, uh, another activity to do on board on the very lowest deck of the ship where the beautiful coffee shop is that you can get made to order drinks, food, and it would turn into a dance floor at night. Well, we watched this break dancer from Toronto who actually is in the military. And then we got my little daughter after him doing her little brave moves. It was so cool to watch and everybody is involved. It was nice. It was a really really nice experience. So, what do we have coming up? We have a travel member from our meetup group in Edmonton heading out to Portugal June 6th to the 16th, which highly recommend you consider if you've ever thought of Portugal. We just had another lady get back and she said it was incredible. This particular tour is 11 days, 10 nights in destination. It includes your flight, 9 nights accommodation, all transfers, taxes, fuel surcharges, some independent tours inside of Portugal, 9 breakfasts. It's amazing. Okay. Flight from Edmonton is here. If you're flying from Calgary, definitely reach out to info@travelchicks.ca. We accidentally didn't get the proper pricing for Calgary tonight. So I apologize for that. I will send an email out. But from Edmonton, for all that stuff, including your airfare, $35.99 for two people sharing a room. And then for an early check-in, which a lot of people like because the flight arrives into Lisbon at like 9 in the morning, it's $390 extra at the time of booking. Okay. Another trip we're promoting right now is Ireland and Scotland, or just doing Ireland by itself. And so, to give you an idea of the Ireland just by itself, which would include 7 nights, accommodation, breakfast, a car rental, and your hotel plus your flights, the price $23.50 per person right now from Edmonton, and it was pretty comparable from Calgary. So that would be September 23rd to October 1st. We don't know how long the price and availability will be there for. So if you want to get in on this, deposit is $300 per person. Final payment due August 5th. Okay. A princess cruise that is on special, which Mavis chatted about today, was the 10-day Greek Isles and Turkey. And that leaves November 14th. It's $14.83 starting price point per person based on the inside cabin. Okay. 7-day Mediterranean next year, June 7th, 2025, $13.46. Okay. So some incredible rates, prices, trips that are happening. If you have an idea or a trip that you've wanted to plan, reach out to one of us, info@travelchicks.ca, and we might be able to help you bring a little tiny group together for other people who are interested in the same thing. And we will also send out pricing for the May 18th Alaska cruise, which is phenomenally priced. And I just thank you for watching tonight's